Our last example that we're going to look at is you will soon be dreaming of the awesomeness of verbs. Okay, so on this one, let's see if we can break this one down. Let's say you didn't know that the word soon is not part of the verb. So let's say you saw the word you as a subject and you thought, okay, we'll soon be dreaming as the verb. Well, the verb expansion rule will show you why the word soon is not really part of the verb. We'll also use it in our next unit to show how we know a verb ends and maybe a gerund begins, which can sometimes look like a verb, but it's not really. And so the verb expansion rule does a number of things for us. So let's just say you don't know the word soon is not really part of the verb. And so you're going to say, okay, let's break down, we'll soon be dreaming. Well, just use the process. So the tense is the tense of the first word, which is will. Well, that is the present. I know we use the word will to mean future, but a verb only has two tenses, present and past. And will is the present, would is the past. So we'd say present. Then I look for a modal. Well, soon is not a modal, so there's not that. But will is a modal, so I'm going to put the word will. That's a modal. And then I'm looking for a form of have. Well, I don't have one this time. I know every other example we've been using has the word have in it, and this time I didn't use it. So remember, it's optional. So you don't have the form of have, so therefore you get to skip that. Moving on down my line, here's the word be and ing. I'm looking for something that ends in ing, and it's there. There's dreaming. So it doesn't matter where that ing is. If there's an ing in the verb string, I get to add in be plus ing. So I'm going to add in be plus ing. Lastly is my main verb, which is the last word, day, or dream rather. So I'm going to put dream in its base form. So when I deconstruct it, there was no place for the word soon. And I just simply can't add that in here because it's not part of the verb string. There's no place to say, hey, any extra words, just kind of chuck them in there. You can't put the word soon in the verb string because it's not part of the verb expansion rule. So when I glue this thing back together, and let's change it over to this lovely purple, I'm going to take this tag and tag it onto that word dream. So therefore, the present of will is will. Be is all by itself. Ing with dream gives me dreaming. And that's how I know that will be dreaming is the verb. Will soon be dreaming. This soon is going to be an adverb. It's like using like the word not or some other adverb in here. It's not really part of the verb at all. And so this is how we take on using the verb expansion rule to show what words actually aren't part of the verb string. So will be dreaming. Perfect. Okay, what I want you to try is now looking at your worksheet that you have. I know you have to use maybe a PDF or the paper form and work your way through. 1 through 10 is where we're deconstructing the verbs, and 11 through 20 is where we're actually reconstructing the verbs. I think 11 through 20 sometimes is easier, but start with everyone you want to. And once again, getting really good at the verb expansion rule is really important. Okay.